Good afternoon, Merrimack community. I hope everybody has had a fantastic week as we've had a full week of school after Labor Day weekend or Labor Day weekend last week, only a 4 day week last week. We did have one of those first full 5 day weeks of the school year this year as we've gotten everything getting back into the swing of things and really just, kids are falling into the routines. Things are starting to happen, the way that we'd like for them to and starting to, just kind of get back into the flow of school. So, I know I've sent a couple emails this week. I just wanted to kind of reiterate a few things with regards to the dismissal and some of those pieces as we've looked to keep our parking lot safe and try to make sure we're taking care of the kids those ways. So I just appreciate everybody's cooperation on the end of the day as we've been trying to make sure that we are keeping kids from running through traffic and other things like that out there. So if everybody could please continue to use our carpool lane or parking other places and not parking in our lot, that would be fantastic. So I just really appreciate all of your support and understanding with that. Also, just wanted to reach out last week. I talked some in this video about the beginning of the year, and especially coming off the back of COVID, and as people are starting to settle into that flow and some of those things that come with COVID, and some of the precautions. And then we have been welcoming students in that may have been virtual all of last year, or are brand new to the building. We just really want to take that time to make sure we are starting slow and spending time focusing on relationships. But part of those relationships aren't just in the classroom and just student to student or student to teacher, but really about reestablishing some of those connections with our community. So I know this week we had our first PTO meeting where we were able to get back in person and somewhat. And we did have that hybrid option of still having Zoom, but we also were able to kind of see people back together in the same space and reconnecting, which is fantastic. And I know as we look forward to next week, we have our movie night coming up. So these events and these traditions have been really important to our Merrimack community and really helped establish a lot of roots. And I know a lot of our students and their parents and everybody have really been missing that. So we're looking forward to seeing a lot of families out next weekend as we have our movie night next Friday night out here on the Blacktop. I know you should have gotten a few emails from our parents or from our PTO about getting reservations set up for that, and we're hoping to see a lot of people there. We are still going to encourage everyone vaccinated not to wear a mask. We would like to see everybody doing their part to help keep us safe. We will probably want to make sure we're socially distanced. We're going to ask you guys to please remind your kids that at this event is not, I know in the past it might be an event where lots of people want to run around and play on the playground instead of maybe watch the movie. But this year, as we're trying to keep down some of those contacts, we'll want to try to make sure that people do remain in their seats a little bit more than normal. So I will be here to help with some of that crowd control measures and working with some of our students and reminding them to stay seated. And I'll probably be making that announcement over the morning announcements the next few days as I talk to the kids. But anything you guys can do to help us with that would be very much appreciated. We want to bring these events back, but we also want to kind of do it in the best way possible. So we're looking forward to reestablishing some of those connections, continuing to build that community, and just getting everybody back into the flow of the things that make Merrimack a special place. So hope you guys all have a great week. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I know it's still a little warm, but next week we're hoping to see that temperature drop as we start to make some of that transition into fall also. So enjoy the weekend, and we will see everybody soon.